Eli Carter had always been a curious child, the kind who chased after stories the way others chase fireflies. When he first heard about Hughes, Arkansas, he thought it was just another sleepy Delta town. But then he found an old map in his grandfather's attic, a map that showed Hughes twice. Once where it stood now, a dwindling town, and once just a little to the east, marked only as Hughes 1946. That was the year Grandpa said the children of Hughes disappeared. No one in West Memphis talked much about Hughes anymore. It had once been a prosperous cotton town, but now the houses sagged like old men and the store stood hollow. Yet there were stories, whispers about a church bell that rang at midnight, though no church in Hughes had a working bell for decades. Some said it was the last thing missing children had before they were swallowed by the night. Eli, armed with a flashlight and a restless spirit, rode his bike down Highway 38, past rusting signs and fields of high grass. He followed the map's markings deeper into the woods east of town where the old Hughes had once stood. The road turned to gravel, then to dirt, and then nothing. Just trees and silence. But then a bell tolled. It was a deep, aching sound that sent shivers through his bones. Eli's flashlight flickered, and in its dim glow, he saw children, half shadow, half mist, standing beneath the skeleton remains of an old church. Their clothes were faded, their eyes distant, like they had been waiting for something. One girl stepped forward. "Are you here to take us home?" she whispered. Eli's heart pounded. He wanted to speak, to ask what had happened, but the wind carried another sound. A hymn, sung so softly it could have been the trees. The children turned their head towards it as if drawn by an invisible thread. A gust of wind sent Eli stumbling backwards, and suddenly the church was gone. The children were gone. The bell had fallen silent. Only the map remained, clutched in his trembling hands, its ink now smudged as if it too was fading from history. When Eli returned to West Memphis, he tried to tell his grandfather what he had seen, but the old man only shook his head. "Some things," he said, "ain't meant to be found." That night, as Eli lay in bed, he heard again the lonely toll of a bell drifting through the Delta mist, and he wondered if somewhere in the forgotten corners of the past, if the children of Hughes were still waiting.